Plaintiff Sean David claims his ex-fiancée left him to become his sister's lover. He's suing for the value of his stolen property that his ex-lover took when she moved out and abandoned their lease. Defendant Connie Demarest accuses her ex-fiancé of cheating while they were together, but insists she never slept with his sister. Connie says she moved in with Sean's sister after running out on Sean.
All right, tell me what happened here.
I met the defendant about 4 or 5 years ago and dated on and off with her. I saw a lot of good qualities in the young lady that I wanted to propose marriage to her because of those qualities. I did, in fact, on February 5th, propose marriage to her, and she accepted. April 1st, we moved in together. Once we moved in together, problems started to occur. I noticed that she wanted to be with my sister more than she wanted to be with me.
Freedom.
I took it as being a lover. But
What?
anyways, I took it as them being lovers because she never wanted to spend time with me, always
You think
my
that
sister.
That's your sister there?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
This is his sister.
Over there with her today?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Once again, they're already back together. They never are
And
separate.
you think, what you're getting to is that you think
My fiance
Your
left
fiancé-
me for my sister.
left you for your sister.
That is correct, sir.
Wow, that's
He's
deep.
got a lot of issues.
Yeah.
So your fiance could actually end up being your sister-in-law.
Possible.
Well,
That would be bigger.
I guess you wanted her in the family when you proposed to her. At least she'll still be in the family. They deny this, I hope.
Oh, yes, definitely, 100%.
Definitely.
All right.
Only
I'm
because
married.
we're on TV.
Oh, yeah, but we would say it outside of TV.
Anyways, no, you wouldn't admit to it right now.
Sir, have you ever caught them in any compromising positions?
Excuse
or
me?
situations? Have you ever caught them in any compromising situations?
Not directly, sir, no.
Well,
But
then what are you talking about?
it is assumed by most people that know these two young ladies
Most people.
that
Name
the
they are
people.
quite more than
Name
friends.
Why?
the people.
Oh my God.
They are never separated.
Because they've never had
So
friends in their
what?
whole entire
That's because
lives.
they're
That's
good
why.
friends and
'Cause
hang
they ripped
around
them
each
all
other.
off.
That doesn't mean they're lovers. Go ahead, sir.
Anyways, on July 17th, I gave her an ultimatum on the 17th of, it's either my sister or me. Okay?
So you got to choose who you want to marry.
Correct. The next
chose
day,
your sister.
we argued for several hours that evening. On the 19th, we did sit down in our apartment and discuss that we were going to end the relationship peacefully. We also decided that we were going to live together one more month, save our money separately, and be able to move apart.
Ma'am, you tell me what's going on. What
First
happened
off,
with your
the whole time
relationship?
the whole time we were together, since the moment he put the ring on my finger, he's been cheating on me. He's been seeing and talking to his ex-girlfriend.
Please don't
That's a
tell me
lie.
your brother.
No.
Oh, okay.
You know that's a
Your Honor,
lie,
excuse
Connie.
me.
Yeah.
You know that's
You
a
know
lie.
what?
She lives 2,000 miles away. Matter of fact, she lives in this state. How can I be cheating with her?
his
It was
ex-girlfriend,
phone
you say?
calls.
Excuse me. Right. John,
Yeah.
that's just where the cell phone is located. So
Yeah,
let's remember
exactly.
that. And excuse me, Your Honor.
It's
I think,
her
Sean,
home
and
phone
furthermore,
number.
honey,
It's her home
me and
phone
Connie
number.
have
Hush.
hung out for years before you got engaged to her. So,
Yeah,
and
so
you-
don't, anything you assumed, you should have assumed before.
I went out of town to visit my mom. I came back and I found strange clothes in my laundry that I
Oh,
had
you're
to wash
lying.
somebody else's
You're
stuff.
lying.
Plaintiff Sean David claims his ex-fiancée is now dating his sister.
When did she abandon the premises, the lease, as you say, and take your property?
On July 23rd, I left for work at 4 a.m. in the morning. I commute quite a ways to Orange County, and I had school that evening. At 9 p.m., I returned back to the apartment in Temecula, California, and it was completely cleared out. All the furniture that we purchased together was gone. There was a pile of electronics in the living room and my bed and clothing in the bedroom, and that was it. Everything else was
No.
clear out.
No.
My mother was a witness to that fact when I called her on the phone going, oh my God, this is
You called who?
my mother.
What did
Just
he
going,
tell
oh
you,
my
ma'am?
God, everything's gone.
No.
Prior to him coming home, we had spoken on the phone. He called me back and he said, oh, I just walked into a great thing. And I go, what? What happened? And he goes, basically everything is gone from my apartment.
Everything I bought is gone
All right.
from the
And
apartment.
what
All
items
the
you have,
furniture is
sir?
gone.
Sir,
Everything I
prove
bought.
your case. Do you have your items here that you want to show me that you allege she took from you?
Yes, I do.
And do you have this lease? Did she sign on to the lease?
Yes, and I have all the checks
Was
with
she a
it.
signator to the lease?
Yes, she was.
All right, let me see all that. Ma'am, what do you have to say about the
I just
items,
say-
move out, and the lease? Go ahead.
The things that I took, I paid for. And as for
You
the
paid
lease,
for the ring? No, I
Quiet,
didn't
sir.
Take your ring.
Sir,
I gave you your
quiet,
ring back
else
the
I'll
week
dismiss
before.
your case.
You're a liar.
Quiet, or I'll dismiss your case. Last warning. Go ahead.
The items that I took from the apartment, I paid for.
Let me have evidence that you paid for anything.
Yes.
Let me see it.
And then when I went back to the apartment after I talked to him, he had locked me out of the apartment, so he evicted me. So I don't understand how I'm
That is not
responsible
true.
for
I
the
can't
lease.
do that
Sean,
because
This
she's
was
on the
after
lease.
you had moved the things
John, you
out,
did
right?
change the
She
law.
was with me when I went back to.
Ma'am, this is after you had moved the items
No,
out.
I just moved the items out, and
Right.
him and I were
Not all
still
of them.
talking. Yeah, and I
Well,
hadn't
he had a
taken
right
everything.
to change the locks. You abandoned the lease when you moved the things out, and he created a hostile situation. He had every right to
I
keep you
created
from coming
it.
back.
He created
yes,
it
when
before I
you
even
moved out
left.
without notice and took items that he believed belonged to him.
Well, yeah,
now,
that's
you
because
signed on to the lease. What's your
sister
defense?
even-
Ma'am, what's your defense to not paying for the remainder of the lease that you
Because
signed
I
on
was
to?
locked out of the apartment, and
No,
because
you
of the fact
abandoned
that
it, ma'am. All right, I'll look at your items and see whether these are items that you paid for as you claim.
Yes, I
and
did.
I'll be back with my decision. Once again, sir, you're suing the defendant, your former fiance, for $4,665, alleging she owes you this money for stealing your property and abandoning the lease. First of all, you all probably should have waited till you got married to move in.
Yes,
then
sir.
you wouldn't have had this problem. Be that as it may, you signed on to the lease, ma'am, and so by leaving, you did abandon the lease, and you owe the remaining balance of your portion of that lease. With regard to the furniture and all the things you put on your list, sir, she denies it, and in fact, she provided me with a receipt for the hardwood dining room table and the 6 chairs
And
that
I
she
showed
paid
you,
for,
I showed
sir.
you check stubs.
Sir,
stating
she
that I gave her
provided me
money.
with check and a copy of the receipt with her name on it, and that she wrote the check to the furniture place. That discredits any of your testimony about any of the property. I can't take your word over hers because you have proven to be a liar with regard to the furniture.
I
She
said we
showed the
just
receipt.
paid for it
I'll
together.
grant you $1,150. Have a good day.
We recently spoke with defendant Connie Demarest, who told us that she no longer speaks with plaintiff Sean David, and they never saw each other after the case. Unfortunately, we were unable to reach Sean.